Don't miss the 2022 PRTC Classic at Jackson County High School.
Featuring these great high school basketball matchups.
Jackson County versus Owsley County. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Morgan County Lady Cougars. Oneida Baptist taking on Buckhorn. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Owen County Lady Rebels. Mason County versus Lyon County. Jackson County versus Williamsburg. All games streamed live on PRTC TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. The 2022 PRTC Classic, December 2nd and 3rd at the Jackson County High School. High school basketball action. Don't miss it. Hello and welcome to another season of Jackson County Generals and Lady Generals basketball here on PRTC TV. The gym's starting to fill up. It's been quiet for a while, but we are about to kick things off with a boys game tonight as the Jackson County General boys entertain the Redbird Christian boys. And with me is my longtime friend, over 40 years. Me and Coach Parrott go back all the way back into our years at Tyner. And, Coach, another season about to start. I believe this is your 12th season here in this particular spot with the Jackson County Generals. And they always say in baseball that hope springs eternal in the springtime, but when you got a new season coming up, there's a lot of questions to be answered. And this season, having 5 seniors graduated and a large part of your scoring, you've got a lot of questions that have to be answered, and a lot of people got to step into new roles for this squad.
That's true. If I'm not mistaken, I think we lost 56 points off last year's team, and we lost the 5 seniors plus the COVID senior from what was the guy? I went brain dead here on the Frost.
Yes.
So we ended up losing 6 kids, and
yes.
So we've lost a lot. But I see, as you said, a lot of hope in the spring. I know it's the fall, but I really like this team. I feel like by January, this team is going to be right there competing with everybody in the region. You know, maybe with the exception, I know Norris up on that platform, and everybody else is trying to get there this year. But we really feel this team by mid-January will be very competitive here in the region.
You know, you talked about North. Not only do they have the number 1 player in the state in Reed Shepard, but also with Ryan Davidson, his first cousin, and then they just got the Chadwell boy, and they're playing on a whole different level. And unless something just drastic happens, you know, for North to not win the region would be really unusual this year. But there's so many other wheels that are turning for so many years in the 49th district with you and Clay and OBI and Redbird and North. So many years the power seems to shift kind of back and forth, and for a long time Clay County was a hard out.
That's true.
And we've seen them kind of ebb and flow, and they're starting to come back up. But you know, the 49th outside of North, you know, it's really anybody's game for second spot to go to that region.
That's true, and we like the way the district is set up with the seating. We feel that leaves it to the kids to get themselves in a position, you know, to have that game, to have a chance to go to the region. We like that setup, and like I said, we feel our kids, you know, we're going to have we went last year, and we feel like they'll have another real shot at the end of the season to go this year.
Last year, you matched your win total for a season as a boys basketball coach with 21 wins. The squad was 21-10 last year, advanced to the region. Might have got a little big-eyed, and Knox Central was an awfully tough team going to the region. But this group, and what I've noticed in the last couple of groups, they seem to play more fearless, and you see that difference. I know last year it seemed like you had a bunch of kids that would just – they feared nothing. And this group, have you noticed that they're just that type that would just run through a brick wall, that just doesn't have the mentality of playing to lose, but they're playing more fearless to try to win the basketball?
Yeah, last year's group set an excellent example for these young kids that's returning. It was great for these kids to get to play with those kids. You know, they just went out every night last year and gave it their all. And so far this year in practice, this team's come in every day and give us their all each day.
Redbird Christian school coming in, a school that if anybody's ever been there, there is no place you would ever call more rural than Redbird Christian School. Great organization, love what they stand for. only about 100 kids, maybe give or take a few here and there, and we heard they may not be having a girls team this year, but they're always a bit of a wild card, but it's a district game, and you have to treat it just like that.
Yeah, and we're glad they're able to make it over tonight. As you said, we feel very positive about a lot of things that Redbird Christian School stands for. Me and you were talking before we came on the air. They've had some really good teams there in the past, and they definitely, the size of the school, float up and down, and right now may be a little down. I know we'll see here in a minute, and they may be above where we think. But as you said, we are tickled that they're still playing in the district, and, they always give another option there for teams to have to compete against.
Jude Lakes, the prognosticators that cover the region, show Jude as in the top 30 players, and he's going into a senior year. Your best scoring threat coming back from last year's team. What have you seen out of Jude coming into this season?
Well, obviously, one of our scrimmages was against Wayne County here. And Coach Wood's one of the best coaches in the state. His teams always play great defense. And, in transition that night, Jude definitely didn't look like the 30th best player in the region. He looked more like a top 10 player, and we think his capabilities there. We've asked him to step up and put more points on the board maybe this year than he's had to in the past and be a leader for this team. So we're very high in Jude. We think the sky's the limit for him, and I think Jude wants to set an example as he leaves here this year as a senior to prove that he can play and this team can win.
We talked about earlier, we're talking with head coach Greg Parrott before the opener against Redbird here at Jackson County High School on PRTC TV. We talked about, with 6 kids leaving and all those new faces in new roles and all these types of things. Talk to us for a minute about maybe a couple of guys that you've seen that have really taken the bull by the horns and they have really grown from last year to this year and seem to just really have that want-to desire.
Well, first of all, a couple of kids that played a key role in us doing as well as we done last year, along with those older kids and along with Jude. We have to look at 6'5" sophomore, our junior Carter Cunningham. I feel that he has all kinds of potential. I don't feel he's totally tapped that out by no means. He can score down in the paint. He can shoot the ball outside. And I feel he may be our best passer on the team. So we look for him to fill a big role in multiple spots this year. And then you got to look at Titus Summers, who's seen some minutes as an 8th grader, and then last year as a freshman, come on and, anywhere from starting to 6th, 7th man off the bench all year, according to who we were playing. He proved he could shoot the basketball last year. He's got a good handle on the ball. He's grown. He's about 6'1" now, maybe the best leaper on the team. And so I think he's got a lot to show, to offer this year. He's really worked hard on his mid-range game. And so I think you're going to see those 3, hopefully anchoring the boat. And then so far in the scrimmages coming along, senior Andrew Gabbard has showed very good potentials. He dropped 14 in against Morgan County the other night. If he comes on in that row and gives us double digits each night to go along with those 3, it's definitely going to improve our odds. He gives you everything he's got. He plays hard. And I think, he unfortunately didn't play with us last year. And so coming back, I felt since the day of October 15th, since we started, actually all summer, but from October 15th on, he's gotten a little better each day, and you can see he's just gelling. I think by January he's going to be a key role for us. Other senior Corey Vickers has been with the team, gives his heart and soul. There's all kinds of things that he's going to do to help this team, and he's a very team-oriented player. And so I think not necessarily those 5 have to be the starters every night, but those 5 are going to round out as your leaders experience-wise. And then when we start down that bench, you look at the juniors. Jamison Markham gave us great JV minutes last year. He's really improved his three-point shooting. He plays extremely hard. You drop down in the sophomore class. Peyton Singleton played football this year, which was tremendous for him physically. He's I don't know as far as weighing, but he's probably 30 pounds lighter. He's getting up down the floor better. Probably the best finisher we have in the paint. We're looking for key minutes out of him. And also out of that bunch, Keegan Ward comes in at 6'5". This is the largest team I've coached since I've been on the floor. We might be, I don't know, with Chadwell being at North, so I have to look that over. I don't want to make a misstatement, but we're one of the largest teams in the region this year as far as height. And so we want to use that height to our advantage. We're looking for big minutes out of Keegan. Keegan can step outside and shoot the 3 a little, and he's continuously improving his game in the paint. So we're looking for big minutes out of him. And, there's all kinds of players. We go. Zion Lakes, Jude's brother, he set out last year. He's come back. He's getting better every day. Feel like he could definitely be in the mix later on in the season. you know, the JV team, we look at that. You know, last year, a lot of people I don't know if they know this. I don't know exactly. The JV was close to 20 wins last year. We feel like our JV coming right back is going to be, you know, as good or better than last year's JV, which says a lot for our varsity because every kid in our program right now that's not a senior, and outside those 5 we mentioned, is dressing JV at this point. It doesn't mean they will all season, but they are at this point, and we know some of those kids are going to step up and help the varsity, you know, for 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that row, or maybe they may move up and be our best player. We don't know that, but looking at that, so our future for this season, you know, if we're blessed to, you know, to stay away from injuries and continue to move along the way we moved along this fall, we're going to be a very fun, exciting team to watch this year.
Now, I know that we just got a minute or two before I got to let you go do your job tonight, but you led me into my next question, Coach Parrott. You were talking about this is probably the biggest team that you've coached here at Jackson County. And when you have a new team coming in, and you begin to do a strength and weakness assessment, I know as a coach you develop, you know, your mentality somewhat around the strengths of that team. And, you know, we had a team last year that liked to get up and down the floor and liked to get some easy buckets in transition, and they were fast. Do you feel like we're going to, without showing your poker hand here, without revealing too much, do you feel like that this year, because of your size, we're going to be more of a half-court basketball team?
Well, to be honest, you know, you hope that we hope we are better in half court than we were last season. But with that, and I didn't mention a freshman that's really come on. It's come into our program. Also, that you brought up speed, brings him to my mind is Ashton Clemens. He's going to throw some speed. So when you look at our guards and you look at, you know, you got to look at Jude Lakes, Titus Summers, Andrew Gabbard, Ashton Clemens. They're all as quick as the kids we had on the floor last year. And then you throw our size in with. But to answer your question, you know what we're going to look for, and I heard this from a guy that I respect. I think his name was Coach Guy, or he used to coach at Clark County. But somebody asked him, said when does your team shoot the ball, or when's a good shot? Well, we're going to run the floor as hard as we can every time. And if that good shot comes early, we're looking to take it. And if it doesn't, we feel like we're going to be able to set up and pound the ball inside with this lineup. So to answer your question, we want to play fast. Kids like that, fans like that, we feel like in our position to give ourselves a shot to get to the region, that the faster we play, the better. But we also, this definitely could be one of the better half-court teams that we've had when we have to go into sets. You know, other teams are taking those breaks away. So I feel like this team, the versatility of it's going to make it very fun to watch. I feel like we can put a very fast lineup. We may even press and trap more this year than we have in the past. And I also feel if we need to, and we need to get in a big zone or something with a big team, we can do that. So that's going to be very interesting to watch as that plays out. What's our best role? But right now we're looking to run the floor as hard as we can every trip. No excuse not to do that. And I think the thing for this team to learn is going to be shot selection and timing of those shots. And when they learn that, I think they're going to be very tough out for anybody. Well,
when you have a combination, like you said, when you have some size and you have some speed, you can push that button at the right times, and that makes you a hard out. All right, well, Coach Parrott, listen, congratulations on starting your 12th season here at Jackson County High School. Looking forward to seeing what these boys can do and see if we can repeat another 20-win season from last year.
Well, the boys are going to try their best, and the coaching staff will try to help them along as much as we can. Just want to say thanks to you and Mark and your crew for all the coverage that you give the boys and the girls and all the sports teams and the support that PRTC shows here for the Jackson County High School. Also, a big shout-out to our fans, and the 12 years here have been very supportive. You know, I wouldn't want to coach any other place, and I've been blessed to be in 4 school systems. All been good to me, but there's no place like home, and I just want to say thanks to everybody on every end for the support of this Generals basketball team.
All right, Coach Greg Parrott, thank you again for your time. We appreciate you, and good luck tonight against Redbird Christian, all right? All right, we've got about 7 minutes before scheduled tip-off tonight as we open up the 2022-2023 season with the Jackson County General Boys entertaining the Redbird Christian Cardinal boys. And we'll come back, take a break, and get you starting lineups, and also be talking more about the PRTC Classic coming up this weekend. Stay tuned. It's all ahead here on PRTC TV.
Christmas has a new home.
This is Great American Christmas.
It's Great American Christmas on Great American Family with Christmas movies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 18 new original Christmas premieres.
I'm so grateful we can share the holidays together at my new home, Great American Family.
The Appalachian Wireless Holiday Sale is going on now. Appalachian Wireless has a holiday sale that will make everyone's holiday merry and bright. From now till the end of the year, visit us in store or reserve online for an unbelievable sale on all the hottest devices. Deals like the iPhone 14 for just $99.99 or the iPhone 12 for just 1 cent. We know what you want for the holidays because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Don't miss the 2022 PRTC Classic at Jackson County High School.
Featuring these great high school basketball matchups.
Jackson County versus Owsley County. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Morgan County Lady Cougars. Oneida Baptist taking on Buckhorn. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Owen County Lady Rebels. Mason County versus Lyon County. Jackson County versus Williamsburg. All games streamed live on PRTC TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. The 2022 PRTC Classic, December 2nd and 3rd at the Jackson County High School. High school basketball action. Don't miss it.
There are lots of small reasons to have home phone service, and one very big one. 911 emergency location. Only a call from your home phone instantly transmits your address to emergency personnel. Cell phones can't.
911, what's your emergency?
If trouble comes to your home, seconds count. PRTC Home Phone helps first responders do their job. It's a small price to pay for what you can save.
A bundle from PRTC is your local choice for internet, TV, and phone at a better value. Our internet's faster than ever, with consistent, affordable speeds, no matter how many devices are online. State-of-the-art TV connections deliver more HD choices, convenient DVR options, and now TV everywhere. And unlimited local calling with new long-distance plans, backed by exceptional 24-hour customer service. Make the local choice for a better value. Call or visit PRTC online today.
Located in the Jackson County Regional Industrial Park in Annville, Kentucky, the Jackson County McKee Industrial Development Authority helps companies and communities win. It is and always will be our mission to recruit new business and industry and support the people in our region. We want the people and industry to stay in Jackson County, and here's why. We offer workforce information and training, business planning for new and existing businesses, the fastest broadband in Kentucky, state-of-the-art facilities, and financial assistance and tax incentives. All of this with a rich culture of communities that care. We were just announced as a certified work-ready in progress area. What does this mean for Jackson County? It means that we're ready to go to work with a diverse, skilled, and dedicated workforce. We now have a prime 22-acre construction-ready location just off the newly constructed Highway 30 and only 18 miles from I-75. Close enough, yet far enough. We're Kentucky's advanced manufacturing hub.
So, what are we doing here?
Well, just a trim. Maybe kind of a layered look.
Will you read the sign?
How about some real choice? Like the choices you get with IPTV, new from PRTC. Enjoy free HD and new features like on-screen caller ID. Plus, record 4 programs at once with our HD DVR. PRTC, it's all about you.
Okay, bye. You know, your dad and I are thinking about dropping the home phone service.
Really, Mom? Have you thought this through?
Yeah, we were just thinking that.
About dropped calls, or dead cell phone batteries, or not being able to use the phones we have all over the house?
Well, we weren't thinking about all that.
I'm sure you'll make the right decision, Mom.
There are a lot of good reasons to have home phone service, and when you keep your service with PRTC, it's a great value. Think it through, then contact PRTC.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from PRTC TV sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value of PRTC TV everywhere. Visit prtcnet.org and sign up today. It's simple economics. The price of things is set by what it costs to make them. For PRTC, a huge cost we pay to provide TV service is programming fees, which big media conglomerates are raising beyond all reason. Sadly, these exploding fees can force our rates to rise. We hope you understand. We're part of this community and working hard to keep rates low for our friends and neighbors.
Welcome to a brand new season of Jackson County Generals and Lady Generals high school basketball here on PRTC TV, along with TJ Isaacs, Justin Lakes, Mark Sulfridge, Hunter Carroll. This is Brian Murray, about to start my 13th season as the play-by-play voice of Jackson County Sports. Appreciate PRTC letting me hang around that long, and you guys for tuning in. General Boy is going to open the season up. Today's the first day that teams could play on this Monday, November 28th. We are live streaming to you on our Facebook page. Are we also doing YouTube tonight? And YouTube as well, so look for PRTC TV on Facebook or YouTube, and you can catch us live. If you are catching us live already, make sure you share the broadcast so your friends and neighbors can tune in as well. Jackson County coming off a season last year where they were 21-10. They were runners up in the 49th district and went on to the 13th region as a runner-up in the 49th, losing to Knox Central. Redbird had a difficult time of it last year with a record of 2-24, and their second-year head coach Jared Jones hoping for greener pastures this year for the Cardinals. Greg Parrott in his 12th season heading up for the Jackson County General Boys, and starting his 29th year of coaching overall at all kinds of various levels. Lost 5 seniors, 6 players overall, and he has a lot of question marks as well for the Generals. This is a 49th district matchup game, so it counts just like any other district game does, and we'll see how the 49th begins to stack up as we get ready for action tonight. We got still about 5 minutes away from tip-off, so we're going to step away, and when we come back, we will get you your starting lineups and get a brand new basketball season underway. The Redbird Cardinals and the Jackson County Generals are next from Jackson County High School on PRTC TV. Don't miss the 2022 PRTC Classic at Jackson County High School.
Featuring these great high school basketball matchups.
Jackson County versus Owsley County. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Morgan County Lady Cougars. Oneida Baptist taking on Buckhorn. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Owen County Lady Rebels. Mason County versus Lyon County. Jackson County versus Williamsburg. All games streamed live on PRTC TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. The 2022 PRTC Classic, December 2nd and 3rd at the Jackson County High School. High school basketball action. Don't miss it.
Christmas has a new home.
This is Great American Christmas.
It's Great American Christmas on Great American Family with Christmas movies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 18 new original Christmas premieres.
I'm so grateful we can share the holidays together at my new home, Great American Family.
The Appalachian Wireless Holiday Sale is going on now. Appalachian Wireless has a holiday sale that will make everyone's holiday merry and bright. From now till the end of the year, visit us in store or reserve online for an unbelievable sale on all the hottest devices. Deals like the iPhone 14 for just $99.99 or the iPhone 12 for just 1 cent. We know what you want for the holidays because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
There are lots of small reasons to have home phone service, and one very big one. 911 emergency location. Only a call from your home phone instantly transmits your address to emergency personnel. Cell phones can't.
911, what's your emergency?
If trouble comes to your home, seconds count. PRTC Home Phone helps first responders do their job. It's a small price to pay for what you can save.
A bundle from PRTC is your local choice for internet, TV, and phone at a better value. Our internet's faster than ever with consistent, affordable speeds no matter how many devices are online. State-of-the-art TV connections deliver more HD choices, convenient DVR options, and now TV everywhere. And unlimited local calling with new long-distance plans backed by exceptional 24-hour customer service. Make the local choice for a better value. Call or visit PRTC online today.
Located in the Jackson County Regional Industrial Park in Annville, Kentucky, the Jackson County McKee Industrial Development Authority helps companies and communities win. It is and always will be our mission to recruit new business and industry and support the people in our region. We want the people and industry to stay in Jackson County, and here's why. We offer workforce information and training, business planning for new and existing businesses, the fastest broadband in Kentucky, state-of-the-art facilities, and financial assistance and tax incentives. All of this with a rich culture of communities that care. We were just announced as a certified Work Ready in Progress area. What does this mean for Jackson County? It means that we're ready to go to work with a diverse, skilled, and dedicated workforce. We now have a prime 22-acre construction-ready location just off the newly constructed Highway 30 and only 18 miles from I-75. Close enough, yet far enough. We're Kentucky's advanced manufacturing hub.
A brand new season is upon us, and we are set to kick things off on PRTC TV. Jackson County Generals and Lady Generals basketball, with Jackson County about to do battle with the Redbird Cardinals from over in Beverly, Kentucky, a 49th district opponent. Welcoming in for his second season is my color commentator and statistician, the mighty Hunter Carroll. How are you, Hunter?
I'm good. It's good to be back. Ready for another exciting season.
13th season for me, second for you, and we are ready for some great high school basketball action. Time for the starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors, the Redbird Cardinals, under second-year head coach Jared Jones. They were 2-24 last season. Actually, we're going to get the anthem. We'll keep it right here for the national anthem. Right after that, we'll get you your starting lineups, Redbird Cardinals and the Jackson County Generals. Generals 21-10 last year, runners-up in the 49th, Redbird 2-24. This will be a district matchup for both teams. Jackson County JROTC handling the flag duties for our national anthem. Of course, led by the Jackson County High School Pep Band. James Adams, the leader. How many years now for Mr. Adams?
This is his 9th year as the band director and the band teacher at the high school.
Doing a great job with the high school pep band. Starting lineups, first of all, now for your the Redbird Cardinals under second-year head coach Jared Jones. They will start number 00, Austin Osborne. Number 14 is Landon Belcher. Number 45 is Felix Onsumba. Number 12 is Dawson Whitehead. And number 33 is Ashton Lewis. Redbird 2-24 last year. Had a tough season, hoping for better results this year. Now for the home team, the Jackson County Generals under 12th year head coach Greg Parrott. He has a winning loss record over those 12 years of 158 wins and 162 losses. 4 wins would bring him up to 500. Mentioned the Generals 21-10 last year. Graduated 6 seniors last year, though. Leading scorer coming back from last year, number 0, Jude Lakes. Number 32 is Carter Cunningham. Number 3 is Ty Summers. Number 10, Andrew Gabbard. And number 24 is Corey Vickers. And Hunter was talking with Coach Parrott before the broadcast, and a lot of people are going to have to step up. Lost 56 points of offense from last year's team, but that just means some guys got to step into some new roles and fill in those slots.
Yeah, and one thing, too, that doesn't really get mentioned a lot, Brian, is that someone's going to have to do to step up is be that leader. You know, really lost your leader last year, and Andrew Madden didn't do a lot as far as on the stat sheet, but, I mean, he just played his guts out and was a great lead-by-example player. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see who fills those shoes.
Cunningham controls the tip for Jackson County. They'll get the first possession. 26th meeting between these two teams in this century. Jackson County has won 21 of them. Redbirds won 4. Redbird did sweep the season series as Ty Summers lights up the 3 from the right elbow. Redbird swept the season series back in 2018 and 2019. So 2 of their 4 wins came just a few years ago. Jackson County on the board first with the 3 from Ty Summers. Redbird's first possession. That's on Sumba with the basketball now, number 45. Man-to-man by Jackson County. Feed down low, and we're going to have what? Traveling called on Redbird. Well, he got tied up, did Austin Osborne, with a general, and results in the first turnover of the game.
And one thing, too, I'd like to see coming out here and start, Brian, is just kind of for the Generals not to have that deer-in-the-headlight looks, just kind of playing scared and timid. And as of right now, it looks like that's not the way, but it can kind of be a struggle sometimes when it's almost a complete roster flip. We've, returning 3 players that have some serious varsity minutes, and your leading scorer, Jude, but it's hard to replace 56 points overnight.
Can't do it overnight, but Generals playing aggressive here in the early going with the bucket down low from Carter Cunningham, and we've got a 5-second call on Redbird. Can't hold the ball longer than 5 seconds with a player within so many feet of you, and that was the call. So Redbird 2 possessions and 2 turnovers. They're in a 2-3 zone. Lakes, nobody picked him up. Looks like he got bumped, gets his own rebound, missed the second time as well. And on Sumba with the rebound for Redbird. Comes Osborne into front court. Tries the baseline, cut off nicely though. Shot is up, no good.
Straight up defense there too.
Good defense over there. I believe that was Andrew Gabbard. Now here's Lakes on the other end, driving and penetrating, puts it up and in. Coach Parrott was talking about Jude in a scrimmage recently. Had like 28 points and just was unbelievable against a very good Wayne County team. Shot is up and rolling in. It's that number
Osborne,
00 Austin Osborne gets Redbird on the board, 7-2 Jackson County. But he said Jude has really shown some real flashes of greatness, and if they can get that out of him consistently, then he's going to make a mark this year in the 49th and in the 13th.
Yeah, really, this seems like that it's Jude's team. Really going to look for him to be that leader. And that might be a role Jude struggles with because he's played with Andrew Madden and all those seniors his whole life, so he's never really had to be the vocal leader. Kind of interested to see how Jude Lakes accepts that challenge.
Onasumba lost the basketball, but it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to think off of Andrew Gabbard on a loose ball. Redbird will get it back. Jackson County did airmail a 3 down here from the corner. Might have been a little bit of a quick shot. I believe it might have been Cunningham. Generals 1 of 2 on 3s. On Sumba out there dribbling, looking for help. That was a dangerous pass, but Whitehead able to be in the right spot for it. Now back out to Osborne. Redbird only won 2 games last year. Here comes Belcher in the paint and loses the handle on it, but it's knocked out of bounds by Jackson County. That's another thing that Coach Parrott referred to, Hunter, in the pregame interview. He was talking about that Jude really has said. He said, "I want to lead this team. I want to lead by example." And nice defense right down there by Jude to deflect that inbounds pass and cause the turnover for Vickers up and in. But he said, I want to leave an example for other players coming up behind me to follow. So I really believe that Jude is embracing that idea as a leader, and that could be really big for this team.
And that's something, too, you just love to hear, especially from your senior. And another thing, too, is that with this kind of moment and things like that is the Generals have, I think, been to the region 3 years in a row now.
3 years in a row.
To my knowledge, I think.
Yep.
And you're getting to that point, though, where you don't want to be that group who doesn't advance to the district championship game or the region. And that's just kind of a mindset that the Generals are looking to build here is, we don't want to be that group who doesn't get to go to the region.
Nice steal on the inbounds pass by Cunningham. He puts it off the glass and good with the left hand. I think Cunningham had maybe a little bit of a thought of throwing it down on that play, but Onasumba got back there with him. And we got a new 5 coming in for Jackson County. It's going to include Ashton Clemens, number 13. Number 42 is Keegan Ward. And number 14 is Jude's younger brother, Zion. We've got number 2 in there, Jamison Markham. I believe maybe number 20 in there as well. That's Connor Cunningham. And we're going to have the ball knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it goes back to Redbird on the loose ball.
Another interesting thing, too, Brian, that, kind of don't know if Coach Parrott mentioned in the interview, but he said, he and I talking one day there after practice, that this team has 4 sets of brothers on it.
That is unusual.
You've got the Markham twins, Zion and Jude, and then the Clemens brothers.
And Cunningham.
And the Cunningham brothers.
Yeah. Here's a 3, rattles out for Clemens. Or rather, Markham on the 3 attempt. 11-2, Jackson County in control here in the early going by 9. We've got 3:28 left here in the first quarter. Opening game of the 2022-23 season. And a steal by Clemens with a left hand up and in. Number 13, Ashton Clemens making his presence known off the bench. Now a double-digit lead for the Generals at 13-2. Knocked away nicely down there by number 2 for Jackson County, Jamison Markham.
Parrott really said, kind of like the play there of his Clemens, younger kid, really excited about his future as a General.
They give it down for Cunningham, but he has it stolen from behind. Nice defense there by Austin Osborne. After Generals had forced a turnover, Redbird forces one right back. Belcher in the paint, can't get a shot off. Double team down there, and what we're going to have, jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Cardinals, so we'll stay on this end. Huge tournament coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday, the PRTC Classic. Some really great teams coming in. Pass down low, knocked away. It'll stay with Redbird. Got the number 2 ranked player in the state coming in with Lyon County, Travis Perry. Averaged close to 30 points a game last year. He's had talks with UK.
Offers from, I know Michigan's a school that's offered. And I was reading an article the other day about Travis that he's actually on pace to become the state's leading scorer.
That's very impressive.
And he's just a junior, I believe.
Onsumba with the miss from the left side. Jackson County heading the other way. Here's Lakes with a left hand. And right there to clean it up is number 42, Keegan Ward. That'll be this coming Friday and Saturday, December 2nd and 3rd. We've got a lot of great teams coming in. Lyon County, Mason County, Williamsburg going to be here. Jackson and Owsley going to be here in boys basketball. Girls, Jackson County will have a rematch with Owen County from the All-A State tournament last year. Here's a shot up, no good by 00 Osborne, and the rebound to Jackson County. Here comes Clemens. Nobody's going to pick him up. He's going to stop and shoot the three. Short. I think Onasumba was in his peripheral. Might have made him rush it a little bit. Ball goes out of bounds. Back to Redbird. New group coming in for Jackson County includes number 45, Austin Bingham, number 15, Jonas Markham. We've got number 23 in there, Braxton Clemens. Who else am I missing down there? 45, I said Austin Bingham. We'll pick him up as we go.
Peyton Singleton, 33.
Peyton Singleton, yep. I think that will mean that all 15 players have played here in this first quarter. Nice drive there by Onasumba. So Felix Onasumba gets their second bucket, 15-4. Jackson County by 11. Here's a three from the corner, and that was good. Drained it. Number 45, Austin Bingham, with nice form from the left baseline. Nothing but net. 18-4, Jackson County. Onasumba from 15. It's too strong. And the rebound to Jackson County, and they're wanting to push it. That's Clemens. Feed down low. Nice feed up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Back up and in. Number 33, Peyton Singleton, working the paint. 20-4, Jackson County. Under a minute now here in the first quarter from Jackson County High School. Osborne might have got away with a step. Gives it to Belcher. Belcher, crossover. He can't get a shot off. Number 3 is in there. That's Trevor Osborne. Good defense, stolen away by Clemens. Clemens got a one-on-one off the glass. Too strong, though. Rebound, back up, no good, but we got a foul from behind as number 15 for Jackson County, Jonas Markham, tried the putback. First foul called on Redbird in the game. Jackson County with one as well, and that was Jude Lakes. Put number 15, Jonas Markham, to the line, trying to become the 9th general to score here in this first quarter, and cannot. Shot it on the way down. Caught the front rim. First free throws of the game. Second one rattles home. So give Jonas 1 of 2. Backcourt Generals causing them some problems. Osborne gets it over to Onasumba, and we got a timeout called by Coach Jared Jones. I think he saw what was coming. We'll keep it right here, only 14.7 seconds left, and a good opportunity for us to tell you more about the PRTC Classic coming up this coming Friday and Saturday. Kicks off on this coming Friday, December the 2nd. The same Jackson County boys will take on Owsley County, our neighboring county, at 6 o'clock. And then the Lady Generals will take on Morgan County after that at 8 o'clock. Morgan County won 20-some games last year. Very good team. I believe they're from the 16th region. On Saturday, December the 3rd, OBI's boys team will play Buckhorn at 2 o'clock. Of course, OBI with a brand new coach. And he is actually the president of the university, I think. Last I heard, it was Larry Gritton was coaching them. He was a heck of a player, too. Here's a steal on the inbounds pass. Number 23 up and in for Jackson County, and that's Braxton Clemens. Now 3 seconds left. Belcher on the drive. They didn't pick him up, and he rattles it in.
Actually, Brian, just to correct you right quick, it's actually the new OBI coach is the actually a Jackson County, almost a legend, some might say, and Mitchell Madden.
Mitchell Madden, that's right. Yep. Gritton was going to take it. All right. We'll talk more about the tournament coming up next. Into the first quarter, Jackson County in charge, 23-6 over Redbird on PRTC TV.
So, what are we doing here?
Well, just a trim. Maybe kind of a layered look.
Will you read the sign?
How about some real choice? Like the choices you get with IPTV, new from PRTC. Enjoy free HD and new features like on-screen caller ID. Plus, record 4 programs at once with our HD DVR. PRTC, it's all about you.
Okay, bye.
You know, your dad and I are thinking about dropping the home phone service.
Really, Mom? Have you thought this through?
Yeah, we were just thinking that.
About dropped calls, or dead cell phone batteries, or not being able to use the phones we have all over the house?
Well, we weren't thinking about all that.
I'm sure you'll make the right decision, Mom.
There are a lot of good reasons to have home phone service, and when you keep your service with PRTC, it's a great value. Think it through, then contact PRTC.
Not only did the Jackson County boys team have every player on the squad play in that first quarter, but 10 different Generals scored as they lead Redbird by 17 as we get ready to start the second quarter. Jackson County 23 and Redbird 6. It is the opening broadcast of the 2022-23 season on PRTC TV. TJ Isaacs, Justin Lakes, Mark Sulfridge, Hunter Carroll, Brian Murray, glad to bring it to you. Jackson County boys will be on the road tomorrow night. They'll take on Leslie County. The Jackson County girls don't start their season until Friday in the PRTC Classic. Here Summers, 3 is short. Rebound to Onsumba, but it ends up in the hands of his teammate, number 12, Dawson Whitehead.
Yeah, in the Generals too, Brian, kind of going with that, I think 4 games in 5 days. And that's really good too, I feel like, for a young team, just because it gives you that experience of playing in a district tournament type field or a region tournament where you got used to be playing tired, used to be playing sore, everything like that. You're not going to be able to come in and be fresh every day just because of how quick the games are back to back.
Find out what you're made out of. Belcher nails the 3. The high arcing 3 from Landon Belcher. He leads Redbird with 5 and trims that lead down to 14 at 23-9. Down low they find Cunningham.
Good pass.
Pass over to Jude. He's got a 3 in mind, and it is no good. And we got a rebound foul on Jackson County on Andrew Gabbard. Gabbard's first and the team's second. Jude can hit the 3. It's not really what you would call his bread and butter or his cup of tea, but that was a great pass from Cunningham to set him up on the left elbow. Just didn't go up with confidence. You could tell he didn't go up with confidence off that release.
And that's one thing, too, that you're going to need Jude to be able to do a little more consistent, a little more accurate this year.
Now, right here's his bread and butter. Nice feed down to number 10, Andrew Gabbard, and Gabbard gets in the scoring column, the 11th General to score, 25-9. I tell you what, in transition, number 0 is hard to handle. Belcher with it left side. Over to Trevor Osborne, now back to Belcher, now back to Osborne. Knocked away, and good hustle down there by the Generals, number 10, Gabbard. Can't save it into his own team, but then Redbird throws it away.
Yeah.
So Generals forced the turnover. Mentioned before we went to break that after this game, the boys will travel down to Hyden to take on Leslie County tomorrow night.
It's always a tough place to play, especially going out of the region.
Tough place to win, it really is. Summers, he's got another 3 in mind, and you can count them. He's got 2 triples to lead the Generals with 6, and now out to a 19-point lead, 28-9. Generals biggest here in the first half.
Brent, I've been really impressed with Carter's unselfishness so far. He's kind of looked to be getting everyone else going before he's tried to get his.
On the other end, nice job by number 10, Andrew Gabbard, to control his ball release with that kind of speed coming down the floor. And to what you said, Coach Parrott said the exact same thing. He said Carter Cunningham, he said might be our best passer. He said just a really, really good passer, and we saw that down here.
And that's a really good thing to have too, especially as you're big, because Coach Parrott always talks about he always believes that the greatest three-point shot once it comes from the paint, and I'll have to agree with him. So if you're big, is that going to have your best vision and your best passer? That's going to be something that's really beneficial for you going down the road.
Jude Lakes with a nice bucket in transition, and we got a charge called on Redbird's Felix Onsumba. It's his first, team's second. 5-minute mark, we'll get a whole new 5 in for Jackson County. I know this is probably somewhat frustrating if you're a starter for the Jackson County Generals, because you don't feel like you can get into a flow, but I totally see it from a coaching aspect. It gives every one of the players on this team some valuable floor time, and that's very essential.
And it's experience. That's something that's kind of you can't gain unless you're doing this right here, and that's the only way you're going to be able to gain that. that in-game experience that these young Generals are getting right now, that they probably won't get many more opportunities down the road this season.
Got an interior foul on number 33, Ashton Lewis of Redbird, and Generals will reset. Here's a three by Zion Lakes. It's no good. Rebound to number 23. That's Clemens. His three's no good. They get the rebound again, but Onsumba takes it away from them. Here comes Felix on the drive, puts it off the glass and good, and draws the foul. So, three-point play opportunity for number 45, Felix Onsumba. Foul was on Jonas Markham, his first, team's third. So with 4:37 left here in the first half, Onsumba will shoot the first free throw for Redbird and does not make it. Rebound to Braxton Clemens for Jackson County. Bad pass, stolen by Redbird. Turnover Jackson County. Here comes Belcher. Nice lead pass ahead. Shot is no good off the hand of number 3, which is Trevor Osborne. Here comes the Generals the other way. Here's a three in the air. It's no good. Rebound to Osborne for Redbird. Gives it to his brother, the other Osborne, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Redbird's foot back to Jackson County. So some sloppy play here in the last minute or so from both squads.
Yeah, and it seems like, too, on Jackson County side that they're really settling for that three-point shot. Would like to see them kind of get into the paint a little more like our starting bunch was doing there, just like that right there.
Off the glass, nice job there by number 33, Peyton Singleton, with Onsumba coming right at him. 4 points for Peyton Singleton. Onsumba drives, but he gets cut off to Osborne. Out top to Belcher. Belcher, nice crossover. Runs out of real estate looking for help. Gets it to Osborne. Osborne, wild, out of control drive and called for traveling. .335 and counting left before intermission. Generals in control by 23, 34-11. Down low. Now back to the corner for a triple. That one's in and out. Oh, rattles in. That ball tried every way in the world to come out. That was Austin Bingham, his second three of the game. Give him 6 to match up with Ty Summers for the team lead.
I believe they both their buckets were both threes, and they're the only 2 to hit 3 to my knowledge.
You are correct. Onsumba trying the three. He's well short. Fight for the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball out of this one, I do believe. Good hustle right there from Austin Bingham. Oh, they gave a foul to Singleton. I thought that was going to be a jump ball. Singleton's first, team's fourth. He did reach around him to get to the ball, but...
Yeah, I kind of dove on top of him there a little too.
Yeah. Thrown away, turnover Redbird. Singleton picks up the loose ball on the other side. Tough shot down there by number 15, Jonas Markham. He was wanting the foul, but doesn't get the bucket or the foul. Belcher for a three, and he got it. Landon Belcher with his second three. He's got 8 to lead the attack for Redbird. 37-14, Jackson County by 23, 2.5 left. Here's another three in the air. That one's too long. Nice hand there by Singleton to keep the ball alive, and Clemens gets hit pretty hard a couple different times. Braxton grabbing his head. Onsumba picks up his second and team's fourth. We've got a new group coming in for Jackson County, number 42, Keegan Ward. Also, Ashton Clemens. Number 2 checking in, Jamison Markham. Number 20, Connor Cunningham in there as well. Actually, no free throws. They're going to say it was a non-shooting foul. How in the world? 3 from the baseline, no good. Back up, no good by number 42, Keegan Ward. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Jackson County back to Redbird. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half. 37-14, Jackson County by 23. Going to leave Osborne for the three, and he's going to make them pay. First three of the night for Osborne. They've got 3 threes altogether, 2 of them by Belcher. and the lead down to 20 at 37-17. Good flash pass down low and real quick release off the hand of number 42, Ward. Shot it a little too strong, and Cardinals with a rebound. It's number 11 with the basketball now, Tristan Helton, who had just checked in. Now on a Sumba. Belcher at the top. Here's a three from the top by Belcher. Too strong. And just a thread needle pass down there from Clemens. And somehow another, number 14, Zion Lakes, was able to catch that and get that up at a very weird angle. Just a really slick play by both guards right there, because Clemens' pass had to thread the needle because Lakes wasn't there yet.
Yeah, really heads up. Nice heads up play there by Clemens and Lakes.
And Osborne is starting to find his range. Second straight three for him. And now 39-20. Jackson County by 19. Onasumba going to get a breather, and also Landon Belcher going to get a break before halftime. Down low, somebody to left, Keegan Ward, misses the shot but gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. He's got 4. Number 20 checking in there, Parker Salyers. And also number 4, Malukan Dukamo. Knocked away there by Ward. Picked up by Jackson County, and Clemens is pushing it. They're going to leave him wide open for a three, and he missed that one. Rebound to Ward. Ward back up off the window and in. Keegan Ward with some great size. He's got 6. 15 seconds left here in the first half.
And he's a player too, Brian, that you could probably look for maybe as a dark horse to put his name in the rotation there later towards the season, just off his body, and to be a real nice big to be a matchup against other people's bigs.
Errant pass intercepted by Jamison Markham, and he's fouled as he drives the basket. Foul's going to go against Dukamo, his first, team's 5th. So with 4.8 seconds left, Markham trying to get in the scoring column. And does. Generals 2 of 3 from the line here in the first half. The only player that hasn't scored here in the first half on the whole team is Connor Cunningham, number 20. Second one on the way is good as well. So Jamison Markham gets them both, and that'll bring us to halftime. See if Redbird can get off a shot. They do. Osborne with a long one, but it's short. And at halftime, Jackson County Generals with a commanding 25-point lead. It's the Generals 45 and the Cardinals of Redbird 20. We'll take a quick break, come back with first half stats, and talk more about our preview of the PRTC Classic coming to Jackson County High School this Friday and Saturday. Stay tuned for more Generals basketball next on PRTC TV.
TV Everywhere is a great way to get even more value from the networks in your cable package. It's the TV you want, when and where you want it. In the next few moments, we'll show you just how easy it is to enjoy this incredible mobile viewing experience on your computer, tablet, smartphone, or other internet-connected devices. To get started, you'll just need your account number and name as it appears on your PRTC monthly bill, any valid email address, and your choice of a password. Got it? Okay, you're ready to sign up and watch TV everywhere. Just click the TV Everywhere link at prtcnet.org or go directly to the website, watchTVEverywhere.com. Choose People's Rural Telephone Cooperative from the pull-down list of providers. Then click Register from the menu and input your customer information to sign up. Once you've registered and verified your new account by responding to an email the site will send, return to watchTVEverywhere.com and log in using your valid email address and the password you created. You'll now see all the networks available based on your cable TV package. Just click a logo to explore what the network has to offer. The first time you access a network, you may need to re-enter your Watch TV Everywhere email and password. And, just that easy, you're watching TV Everywhere. Some networks also offer free apps you can download to your phone or tablet to make the viewing experience even more convenient. Or you can access live video, clips, or full episodes by surfing to the network's website. No matter how you access them, you'll find lots of great shows, clips, and movies you can watch when you want on your favorite devices. Watch TV everywhere. It's all included with your PRTC TV service. And just one more way PRTC delivers cutting-edge entertainment with the choice, convenience, and control you deserve. To learn more, visit prtcnet.org.
Don't miss the 2022 PRTC Classic at Jackson County High School.
Featuring these great high school basketball matchups.
Jackson County versus Owsley County. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Morgan County Lady Cougars. Oneida Baptist taking on Buckhorn. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Owen County Lady Rebels. Mason County versus Lyon County. Jackson County versus Williamsburg. All games streamed live on PRTC TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. The 2022 PRTC Classic, December 2nd and 3rd at the Jackson County High School. High school basketball action. Don't miss it.
Halftime score, Jackson County Generals 45 and the Redbird Cardinals 20 here on PRTC TV. Jackson County outscored Redbird 23-6 in the first quarter and then outscored them 22-14 in the second period. Redbird got some scoring going, had 4 threes dropped there in that second quarter. Opening game of the 2022-2023 season, first day that they are allowed to play here on this November 28th, and we are streaming our inaugural broadcast for the season both on our PRTC TV Facebook page and our PRTC TV YouTube channel. Let's go to the mighty Hunter Carroll with our first half numbers, and Jackson County Hunter had 13 of 14 players getting the scoring column, so a lot of numbers.
Well, yeah, we're going to have a slew of numbers here with all the general scoring, but first let's start with Redbird's individual stats. You had number 14, Landon Belcher, with 8 points. Number 00, Austin Osborne, with 8 points. And then number 45, Felix, he had 4 points and 8 rebounds, Brian. So he's kind of on his way to a double-double. And then if we switch over to Jackson County's team individual stats, you had Jonas Markham with a point and 2 rebounds. Ashton Clemens with 2 points. Corey Vickers with 2 points. Jamison Markham with 2 points. Braxton Clemens with 2 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Zion Lakes with 2 points. Then you had Carter Cunningham with 4 points. Jude Lakes with 4 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Andrew Gabbard with 4 points. Then you had Austin Bingham with 6 points. Titus Summers with 6 points and 2 assists. And Keegan Ward was 6 points and 4 rebounds. And then if you go to the team stats, Jackson County shot 15 of 25 for 60% from 2-point range. They shot 4 of 14 for 29% from 3. They were 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 75%. They had 10 team assists, 18 total rebounds, and 6 steals to only 4 turnovers. Then if you flip over to Redbird, they were 4 of 8 from the 3-point line for 50%. They were 4 of 9 from 2 for 44%. They had 9 rebounds and 11 turnovers.
All right. That tells us our numbers here at halftime. It's Jackson County 45 and Redbird 20. And before we go to break, though, I do want to talk a little bit more about the PRTC Classic coming up this Friday and Saturday. I believe, Marcus, it is our 7th annual PRTC Classic. I think it's the 7th annual one, and we've got some great talent coming in. On Friday, we'll have a couple of games, both featuring Jackson County. 6 o'clock this coming Friday, December 2nd, as Jackson County boys will take on Owsley County. And then at 8 o'clock, it'll be the Lady Generals taking on a very talented Morgan County team. On Saturday, we got 4 games scheduled. OBI's boys team with their new head coach, Mitchell Madden, playing Buckhorn at 2 p.m. on Saturday afternoon, December the 3rd. Lady Generals will have a rematch against Owen County at 4 o'clock. And when I say rematch, they played them in the second round of the All-A state tournament at McBrayer Arena on the campus of EKU last season, so we'll get a rematch of these two teams. Owen County, very talented. That'll be a really good game. And then after that, it'll be 6 o'clock. It'll be Mason County against the 10th-ranked team in the state, Lyon County, which has the number 2 prospect in the state in Travis Perry playing for them. And then at 8 o'clock, it'll be the Jackson County boys taking on Williamsburg. And Williamsburg, their new head coach is the gentleman they call Little A, Anthony Hibbard, who had just left OBI as their head coach. So we'll see what he can do with Williamsburg. There should be some dandy basketball this weekend.
Yeah, and one thing too, Brian, a lot of people may not know this, but actually, arguably, OBI's best player, Jared Roark, actually transferred to Williamsburg with head coach Little A, and then, like we said earlier, Coach Mitchell Madden taking over the OBI program. Really, played for Mitchell when I was younger, little AAU ball. And one thing that Mitchell does probably better than any coach I've ever played for is makes you believe, and that's dangerous. So OBI might be a team that could surprise some people come tournament time or pull a few games out of the hat that you wouldn't expect them to win.
So it should be a great weekend of basketball. Again, that's this coming Friday and Saturday, the 7th Annual PRTC Classic, as we bring in some really good teams. If you can't come out to the Jackson County High School and enjoy the games live, make sure you turn on and tune in to PRTC TV's Facebook page or their YouTube channel, as we'll be streaming all the games live on Friday and Saturday. Again, your halftime score, Jackson County General boys 45, Redbird 20. We're back in about 90 seconds with the second half of this one from Jackson County High School. This is PRTC TV.
Don't miss the 2022 PRTC Classic at Jackson County High School.
Featuring these great high school basketball matchups.
Jackson County versus Owsley County. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Morgan County Lady Cougars. Oneida Baptist taking on Buckhorn. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Owen County Lady Rebels. Mason County versus Lyon County. Jackson County versus Williamsburg. All games streamed live on PRTC TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. The 2022 PRTC Classic, December 2nd and 3rd at the Jackson County High School. High school basketball action. Don't miss it.
Christmas has a new home.
This is Great American Christmas.
It's Great American Christmas on Great American Family with Christmas movies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 18 new original Christmas premieres.
I'm so grateful we can share the holidays together at my new home, Great American Family.
Right now, time for the start of the second half of the opening game of the 2022-23 season. In boys high school basketball, Jackson County and Redbird doing battle. Jackson County with a 25-point lead at halftime, 45-20. Other action here on this Monday night in boys high school basketball. Southwestern playing at Berea, also Madison Central at Pulaski County.
I believe Lexington Catholic's at North tonight, aren't they?
Yep, Lexington Catholic playing at North Laurel. That's the only games in the 13th region or, cities close by to us. But, yeah, that Catholic game against North Laurel is probably going to be a dandy. Got the number 1 player in the state in Reed Shepard, Ryan Davidson, and also the Gavin Chadwell transfer just joined them as well. I've actually got a second cousin that plays on that team, Brody Brock. Really good shooter. Redbird with the ball to open up the second half. That's on Sumba. Going to stop and pop from 15. It's an air ball. Lakes with the rebound. Outlet ahead to Gabbard, and he's got an easy one. Andrew Gabbard has got 6. Ties him for team lead with Ty Summers and Austin Bingham. 47-20. Generals by 27. Just over a minute gone here in the third quarter. Osborne trying to throw it down low. We got a reach-in hack on number 32, Cunningham. Carter Cunningham, his first, team's first. Nobody in the game with more than one foul except for Onsumba for Redbird, number 45. He's got 2. Belcher trying to inbound. He better watch his 5 count, and it's almost stolen by Vickers, but we're going to have a push on Corey, his first, team second. So the Generals with a couple of fouls on this possession. Generals will take on Leslie County at Leslie County tomorrow night. We won't be bringing you that game, but after that, they'll take on Owsley County here on Friday night in the opening game of the 2022 PRTC Classic. Belcher looking for a seam, can't find one, gets it over to Osborne. Generals playing a 2-3 to open up the second half. Osborne looking down low, trying to get it to Lewis. Lewis trying to post up down low. Cunningham doing a good job on him. Onsumba penetrates, loses the basketball. Cunningham takes it away from him. Lead pass ahead. That's Gabbard up and in. Andrew Gabbard running the floor well. He's got 8, including all 4 of Jackson County's points here in the third quarter.
And it's good, too, Brian, to have Andrew Gabbard back. I think he kind of chose not to play last year for whatever reason that might be. Just kind of good to see him back out and participating in the program.
Onsumba couldn't handle the pass over there on the right side. It's a turnover, Redbird, and here comes Jackson County the other way. Jump pass from Jude Lakes, number 10 for a triple, and that is Andrew Gabbard. And the third quarter brought to you by Andrew Gabbard. He's got all 7.
Nice pass there by Jude Lakes, too.
Oh, good job there. They're going to give it back to Redbird, but I think Jude Lakes might have even deked the official there as he went up to look like he was going to intercept it, but he never touched it.
Yeah, Felix, he kind of put his head down like he knew it was a turnover, but kind of maybe got bailed out there by the ref.
They missed the 3. Ty Summers with the rebound. Pass ahead to Jude Lakes. Jude stops and pops, rattles out. Onsumba with the rebound. 52-20. Jackson County scored all 7 points here in the third in the first 3 minutes. And a wild shot there by number 3, Osborne, with one hand. On the other end, it's Gabbard. He puts it up and in and draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Austin Osborne. That's his first and team's first. Andrew Gabbard with an opportunity here to have double figures in the third quarter alone in less than 3 minutes. Did I jinx him? Yes. And he gets the ball back. Down low, Ward. Ward trying to post on Onsumba, and it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to go off of Jackson County back to Redbird. Put the hex on him.
You did put the hex on him.
54-20. 5-minute mark exactly here in the third frame. Jackson County in charge by 34. New lineup in there for Jackson County. Almost a steal there by Clemens.
And now we've got the brothers in, both Markham brothers and the Clemens brothers, so bear with us.
Nice move there from Onsumba. He's got 6. Family tradition thing right here with 4 of the 5 being siblings. Number 15 nails the 3. That is Jonas Markham. It's the 6th 3 of the game for Jackson County, 57-22. Onsumba on the baseline, backs his way in, can't get it to go, or actually charged his way in. Good defense there by Ward. Ward trailing the play, and he's going to have it knocked out his hands. Probably one too many passes down there for Jackson County, but I like the unselfishness.
Yeah, I really like the ball movement of the Generals team here. With
lob down for Ward, and off the glass and good. Ward's got 8. So Jackson County has outscored them 14-2 here in this third period. Second 5 in there right now, and Clemens with the steal. Clemens wanting to take it himself, but got a little too fancy. Tried to get behind the back over to his brother, and led him a little bit too far. They'll talk about that over the dinner table later.
Yeah, that one's.
He's like, I wasn't down there. What are you doing it down there for?
Yeah, that one's going to be. You kind of see Perry. I don't believe he was too wild about that either.
Yeah.
Kind of think you wanted him to shoot it instead of just trying to make that nice play behind the back.
Clemens brothers, one of them a freshman, one of them a sophomore. Here's a three from the wing, and it's no good from the hand of Osborne. And the rebound to Jackson County's Markham. And here comes Braxton Clemens into front court. He's got a wide open three. He can eat a sandwich over there, and he got it. Now, if he'd been that open, actually looked around and saw nobody was coming, and he'd have missed it, he'd have never heard the end of that one.
No, well, the thing, what you notice there, he kind of looked down to make sure he was actually behind the three-point line before he shot it.
Yes, he had time to check. He could have checked the compass.
Tied his shoes.
Absolutely, sent a text message. Down low, taken away. Nice job there with hands by Jonas Markham, and we're going to have what? I think it's a substitution timeout. It is going to be a full timeout, they have decided. So, with 2:25 left here in the third, we'll step away for a quick break. Generals in charge by 40, 62-22 on PRTC TV.
The Appalachian Wireless Holiday Sale is going on now. Appalachian Wireless has a holiday sale that will make everyone's holiday merry and bright. From now till the end of the year, visit us in store or reserve online for an unbelievable sale on all the hottest devices. Deals like the iPhone 14 for just $99.99 or the iPhone 12 for just 1 cent. We know what you want for the holidays because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
There are lots of small reasons to have home phone service, and one very big one. 911 emergency location. Only a call from your home phone instantly transmits your address to emergency personnel. Cell phones can't.
911, what's your emergency?
If trouble comes to your home, seconds count. PRTC Home Phone helps first responders do their job. It's a small price to pay for what you can save.
Jackson County with the ball out of the timeout, and a quick pass down low to number 33. Was that Singleton?
It was.
Peyton Singleton with a nice bucket down low. He's got 6. Generals lead out to 42, 64-22 with 2:08 left here in the third on PRTC TV. Opening game of the 2022-23 season. What hands out there by Clemens. And Clemens is going to be fouled by 00 Austin Osborne, his second, team second. Good hands there by Ashton to pick his pocket. Number 11 going to check back in for Redbird. That's Tristan Helton.
And now that the Generals have went up by 35, that means we will have a running clock the rest of the game.
What? Is it 30 or 35?
35.
Yeah, 35. That's right. We're up by 42. Wide open three from the corner. Number 45 shoots the air ball. Just didn't get it off his hands right, did Austin Bingham, but he's already made a couple of threes in this game. Here's a shot on the other end, and Jack K did not get back. And Trevor Osborne with his first bucket. Jackson County's outscored them 19-4 here in the third. Clemens trying to make 3 more. That one's too strong. Rebound to Zion Lakes, up and rattles it in. Zion Lakes with 4. 66-24, running clock here in the third quarter. 50 seconds left. Osborne, wild shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound to Jackson County's Connor Cunningham. Here's a 3 from Lakes from the wing. It's no good. Rebound to Cunningham, and he's going to be fouled on the putback attempt by number 33, Ashton Lewis. Ashton Lewis, I can say that, I promise. Well, now we have a mission here, because the gentleman on the free throw line is the only one that hasn't scored.
So,
did I put a double hex on him?
You probably did.
Daggone it. Cunningham's free throw is good.
And the streak is broken.
The streak is broken. Every player on the team has now scored for Jackson County, 67-24, with 21 seconds left here in the third. Cunningham's second one is too strong. Rebound, though, into the hands of Zion Lakes. Top of the key to Clemens. Clemens drives and puts it off the glass and called for steps. All right, just 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Almost a steal. Passed it down low. Osborne trying to get a shot off. They finally do at the horn by number 12, Whitehead, but can't get it to fall. So 3 quarters in the books. Generals in control. 67-24 over Redbird. We'll come back with the final 8 minutes coming up next. Stay tuned to PRTC TV.
So, what are we doing here?
Well, just a trim. Maybe kind of a layered look.
Will you read the sign?
How about some real choice? Like the choices you get with IPTV, new from PRTC. Enjoy free HD and new features like on-screen caller ID. Plus, record 4 programs at once with our HD DVR. PRTC. It's all about you.
Okay, bye.
You know, your dad and I are thinking about dropping the home phone service.
Really, Mom? Have you thought this through?
Yeah, we were just thinking that.
About dropped calls, or dead cell phone batteries, or not being able to use the phones we have all over the house?
Well, we weren't thinking about all that.
I'm sure you'll make the right decision, Mom.
There are a lot of good reasons to have home phone service, and when you keep your service with PRTC, it's a great value. Think it through, then contact PRTC.
PRTC TV opening broadcast of high school basketball for 2022 and 2023. Jackson County having an easy one tonight with a 43-point lead over the Redbird Cardinals as we start the fourth quarter. It's Jackson County 67, Redbird 24. Generals will have the ball to open up the fourth quarter, and we've got the starters back on the floor for Jackson County. Vickers inbounds to Ty Summers. Summers had a couple threes in that first half. Down low, Cunningham.
Good pass.
Feed down low for Andrew Gabbard, number 10. He's got 15.
Another nice, unselfish pass there by Cunningham.
Gabbard, the only player with double figures, and a block there by Cunningham. Picked up by Jude Lakes. Jude pushing the envelope down low for Gabbard. That time he couldn't get it to fall, but there's Jude Lakes with a follow, and he's got 6. That time Andrew was going too fast to slow the ball down.
Yeah. He was kind of under the basket there when he shot it, but Jude was able to come in and bail him out for the 2.
That's why you follow the play. High pass, trying to get it down low to Trevor Osborne, but sailed it about a foot over his head out of bounds, and Generals get it back.
Yep, just a bit outside on that one.
71-24. Summers brings it up against Redbird's 2-3. Andrew Gabbard wants 3 more. That one's no good. Rebound, though, to Lakes. Up and in with the left hand. Jude Lakes with 8. 73-24. A 49-point lead for the Generals. Osborne penetrates. Shot from behind the backboard. Hits the side of the backboard. Now it's going to go into backcourt. Ran down by 00 Austin Osborne. He is a man on a mission, but has his shot blocked. Back up and no good again by Redbird's number 12, Whitehead, and the rebound to Cunningham. Here comes Lakes into the paint.
Good pass.
Number 24, Vickers for a 3, and he nailed it. Corey Vickers' first bucket since way back in the first quarter. He's got 5. And now 76-24. Redbird only 4 points since halftime. And nearly 10 minutes of clock time. Lakes almost with a steal, and we're going to have what? Onasumba stepped on the sideline. So Jude bothered the situation enough to, even though he couldn't pick the pocket, he forced a turnover. And we got a new crew coming in for the Generals. 5 in, 5 out. And fittingly, Jude's younger brother Zion goes over and takes the spot where his brother took the ball, made a turnover, and inbounds it to Clemens. Now down low, that's Singleton. Nice job down low by Singleton against a tough post opponent in Onsumba. Singleton's got 8. 78-24, 5:18 left here in the final period. Onasumba, a little out of control, throws it away. Stolen.
Nice hustle.
Clemens outruns Osborne, left-handed up and in. Ashton Clemens with 4. 80-24. Jackson County's outscored them 13-0 here in the first 3+ minutes of the 4th frame, and 35-4 since halftime. Onasumba puts it up. Nice defense to hold his ground there by Singleton, and looked like Singleton might have been clean right there from this side. I didn't see him get any hand, but
I think
the
they're
official.
going to get Markham.
Markham?
Yep. Kind of seemed like he tried to swipe at it right there and got away with it. He couldn't get away with that one.
Markham second, team's third. They are going to say it's a shooting foul. First free throw is good. Is that number 3, Trevor Osborne?
I think that's 12, Whitehead.
Okay, number 12, Dawson Whitehead. His first points of the night, first point of the night. Number 22, Joshua Sombella, just checked in for Coach Jones, replacing number 11, Tristan Helton. Second free throw also good by Whitehead. Redbird 2 of 3 on free throws tonight. 80-26. Redbird still without a field goal here in this 4th quarter as we approach the midway point. Markham over to Clemens, knocked away nicely by Onsumba. Running clock as the Generals are up by 35 or more. That is a KHSAA rule in the second half. They do it in the first half?
They do.
I guess you just
I think it's the coach's decision in the first half.
Yeah. Number 20, Connor Cunningham with his first field goal of the night. He's got 3.
So I think the coach's decisions, both coaches agree to run the clock when it's at 35. In the first half they do, but then regardless in the second half they run it.
Makes sense. Onasumba for a 3, and he got it. He's got 9, so he's knocking on the door of double figures. And we're just going to do a 30-second timeout to do some player substituting for Jackson County. 82-29 with 3:20 left in the game. Mentioned tomorrow night, Jackson County plays Leslie County at Leslie County. Tough place to win over there in the 14th. And Lady Generals won't take the floor for their first official game until the PRTC Classic on Friday. 8 o'clock tip against Morgan County.
Yeah, and one thing too, Brian, kind of talking about the Leslie County game, this can be a dangerous game in the standpoint of you come in, really take care of business on your opening night with all your kids. Everyone's getting to play. Everyone scores against Redbird. We're on our way to an easy victory and things like that. But it can kind of be hard to adjust back to, we've won by this much, kind of guess we're on top of the world type thing where that really can be dangerous and cause yourself to come out in a slump in the first half. And, this is kind of a double-edged sword, but Coach Parrott always said you can't win a game in the first half, but you sure can lose one in the first half.
Tomorrow night will be a bit of a kind of back to reality for the Generals as they won't be able to have as easy of time as they have tonight. And certainly, and Redbird, I don't want to take anything away from this team. This is a school that has just over 100 kids in it, and they stand for matters of faith more than anything else, and I respect that. Number 23, 4-3, it's no good. Nice save, though, there by Jackson County. Down low, they find Keegan Ward, and he puts it up and in. Keegan Ward has 10. Pass down low, and Keegan Ward ends up with the steal. Here comes Ward into front court and tried to pass it over to Zion Lakes, but it wasn't a good pass, and it'll be a turnover.
Got a little excited there. And one thing, too, I'd like to give props to Redbird is they've really played with kind of the same level of intensity. They've never kind of put their head down and quit. They've battled the whole time.
It says a lot.
It does, and that can be hard, too, especially with a season like they had last year. Returning a lot of the same players, It's kind of feels like, well, here we go again down that same road, and that can be hard to do. And, for Coach Jones, you kind of got to find some mental wins here or there You know, you ran a good set, you could talk about in practice tomorrow, or even, you know, let's win this quarter, or let's win a little spurt, let's win a 2-minute spurt here, or something like that, just to give these kids a boost of confidence.
Zion Lakes for 3. That one's no good, but the rebound to number 45, Bingham. Penetration, number 23, is going to lose it out of bounds. They're going to say that Braxton Clemens lost it out of bounds. One of the players for Redbird got his feet tangled up and goes flying, but he's okay. Well, you know as well as I do, as a teenager, nobody wants to sign up and get beat by 50 points every night.
No, and that's something that's really, really hard to do, you know, mentally. And that's hard to do as a coach, too, mentally and physically, of just going into most games knowing that you know, everything has to go right for you and everything has to go wrong for them for you to even be in the game.
So a little bit of sloppy basketball here as Ducamo with the steal, but couldn't convert on the other end. Down low for Ward with a nice little baby hook. Keegan Ward's got 12. 86-29. We're in the final minute. Nice move. Can't finish. Rebound to Ward. Pass ahead to Bingham. Bingham off the glass. No good. Rebound to Ward. Back up and in. 14 for Keegan Ward. 88-29. 30 seconds left. Little rabbit hop for the refs to kind of let go here at the end of this one. Ball goes into back court, and it's going to go back to Jackson County, I would presume.
I'd say that will probably do it with 10 seconds there. Wouldn't expect Coach Parrott to kind of call it off there.
I would think so as well. So we've got a final score. Jackson County wins it big by 59 points, 88-29 over Redbird. We'll come back, wrap it up with our full game stats. Also tell you about our PRTC TV player of the game. And one final preview about the PRTC Classic coming here this coming Friday and Saturday. Again, the final, Generals 88, Cardinals 29. You're watching PRTC TV.
Don't miss the 2022 PRTC Classic at Jackson County High School.
Featuring these great high school basketball matchups.
Jackson County versus Owsley County. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Morgan County Lady Cougars. Oneida Baptist taking on Buckhorn. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Owen County Lady Rebels. Mason County versus Lyon County. Jackson County versus Williamsburg. All games streamed live on PRTC TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. The 2022 PRTC Classic, December 2nd and 3rd at the Jackson County High School. High school basketball action. Don't miss it.
Christmas has a new home.
This is Great American Christmas.
It's Great American Christmas on Great American Family with Christmas movies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 18 new original Christmas premieres.
I'm so grateful we can share the holidays together at my new home, Great American Family.
The Appalachian Wireless Holiday Sale is going on now. Appalachian Wireless has a holiday sale that will make everyone's holiday merry and bright. From now till the end of the year, visit us in store or reserve online for an unbelievable sale on all the hottest devices. Deals like the iPhone 14 for just $99.99 or the iPhone 12 for just 1 cent. We know what you want for the holidays because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
A bundle from PRTC is your local choice for internet, TV, and phone at a better value. Our internet's faster than ever with consistent, affordable speeds no matter how many devices are online. State-of-the-art TV connections deliver more HD choices, convenient DVR options, and now TV everywhere. And unlimited local calling with new long-distance plans backed by exceptional 24-hour customer service. Make the local choice for a better value. Call or visit PRTC online today.
Welcome back to Jackson County High School here on PRTC TV, and the Generals get their first win of the season in their first game of the season with a big win over the Redbird Cardinals, 88-29, a 59-point win for Jackson County. And with us, I have our PRTC TV player of the game, and that is senior Andrew Gabbard. Andrew, congratulations, my man, on being our player of the game. Had a total, looks like, of 13 points in the game. Now, didn't play last year, so what's it been like this year trying to get back into the groove and getting back in with the guys and everything? Have you been able to kind of seamlessly kind of transition from not playing last year into getting back into the swing this year?
Yeah, I worked a lot over the summer trying to get myself back into shape. Me and the guys, we've had a lot of fun helping me do it. They supported me, and I'm just glad to be back out there with them.
In a game like this, when you go into a situation with Redbird, got just mondo respect for them as an organization as far as they put their faith first, and only a little over 100 kids. And this was a David and Goliath type situation, and they were only 2-24 last year, and we were 21-10. And going into this game where you just have a hard time getting into the flow, where you have 5 players in for a few minutes, then another 5, then another 5, it's got to be difficult to find your rhythm out there.
No, I think we did pretty good. We mainly just tried to work on some of our offense that we've been doing and trying to work on some defense that we've been trying to put in there. But we have a lot of respect for Redbird. They are a great organization, and it's just fun to go out there and play.
Well, it's a 49 district win no matter how you slice it, and district wins are important no matter when you get them. But now in this game tonight, one thing I was talking with Coach Parrott in the pregame, this is the first year that we've got size and we got speed. And I noticed that you really like getting up and down the floor.
Yeah, my teammates say that I like to cherry pick a lot.
Well, hey, listen, cherry pick.
I said, no matter how I score the points is how I'm going to do it.
That's right. Cherry pickers sometimes will get those easy transition buckets, and I was bragging on you on a couple of your layups because you were running about 110, and you were able to kind of slow the ball down as you went up. But that last time down here, you were just going just a little bit too fast.
I have a bad problem with going just a little bit too fast on some of my layups, but I'm trying to get that under control, and I think I'm doing pretty good at it.
Well, number 0 there was right there behind you to clean things up, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm glad to have him on my team.
Now, what's it like working in backcourt with the magician back there, because he can do things with a basketball that not a lot of people can do?
Oh, Lord, it's so much fun playing with Jude. He's everybody, especially Carter and Keegan and Peyton and all them. They're just the size that they have. Jude and Titus and Corey, they're all quick. I just love playing with this team. I think we're going to do good this season.
One thing about this team, and we saw it last year as well, is the camaraderie. I mean, you guys really root for each other. It doesn't feel like it's a big I and a little you, and nobody's trying to worry about who gets these points or who gets these points. It's just guys that really care about each other, just trying to play good basketball.
Coach Parrott told us before the game, he said, go out there and play in it, play as a unit, play as a team. There's no I in team, so just go out there and play together and just get this season started.
Well, we're glad to have you back, Andrew. You had a great game tonight, had a total of 13 points, got some real good quality minutes in there. On to Leslie County tomorrow night, and good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations to Andrew Gabbard. Hand that handset over to the mighty Hunter Carroll. Andrew, our first ever PRTC player of the game for the 2022-23 season. Now let's find out how we got here with our final game stats. Here is the mighty Hunter Carroll.
We have a lot, so everyone just go ahead and get comfortable.
A lot of numbers.
A lot of numbers. First, we'll start with Redbird as a team. You had number 3, Trevor Osborne, with 2 points. Number 12, Dawson Whitehead with 2 points. 00, Austin Osborne with 8 points. Number 14, Landon Belcher with 8 points. And then number 45, Felix with 9 points and 9 rebounds. And then we'll jump over to Jackson County side. Jackson County, you had... I'll shoot there everywhere. Corey Vickers with 5 points. Ashton Clemens with 4 points. Braxton Clemens with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. You had Peyton Singleton with 8 points and 3 rebounds. Connor Cunningham with 3 points and 4 rebounds. Zion Lakes with 4 points. Austin Bingham with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then you had Titus Summers with 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Jude Lakes with 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Then you had Connor Cunningham with 4 points and 3 assists. And then if you go to the team stats, Jackson County shot 30 of 44 for 68% from 2, compared to Redbird shooting 6 of 17 for 35%. Then if you go over to the 3-point side, Jackson County shot 8 of 24 for 33%, compared to Redbird's 5 of 11 for 45%. Redbird shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line for 67%, compared to Jackson County's 4 of 7 for 57%. Jackson County had 23 team assists, compared to Redbird's 5. Redbird had 19 turnovers compared to Jackson County's 9. The Generals had 35 team rebounds compared to Redbird's 12. And that is all your stats.
That's a lot of numbers, and Jackson County dominating every offensive category in this one with a 59-point win over the Redbird Cardinals. The final again, Jackson County 88 and Redbird 29. The Generals will be in action tomorrow night on the road. We won't be with them tomorrow night as they travel to Hyden to take on Leslie County. That'll be the boys' next game on Tuesday the 29th. We'll be back on the air coming up this coming Friday as the General boys will take on Owsley County. That will be the opening game of the PRTC Classic on Friday night. And then 8 o'clock that night, it will be Jackson County Lady Generals taking on Morgan County from I believe they're from the 16th region, and had a really good team last year. Then on Saturday, December 3rd, we got 4 games for you. Oneida Baptist boys team taking on Buckhorn at 2 o'clock. The Lady Generals will follow at 4 o'clock in a rematch against the team that beat them in the All-A State Tournament second round, Owen County. And then we'll have 2 boys games to wrap up the PRTC Classic, and it will be our showcase matchup with the boys. Mason County taking on number 10 Lyon County. Lyon County features the number 2 player in the state in Travis Perry. Averaged nearly 30 points a game last year. I've talked to several people that have seen him play live and on tape, and he is completely the real deal. And Mason County had a really good team last year. They were 24-6. Lyon County was 29-7. Lyon County actually won their second region championship and went to the quarterfinals in the state tournament. And Mason County was runners-up in the 10th region last year at 24-6. The final game of the night will be the Jackson County boys taking on Williamsburg. Williamsburg was 16-14 last year. Jackson County was 21-10. Williamsburg with a brand new head coach that came over from OBI, Little A, Anthony Hibbard, and it'll be his first season down there. And his leading scorer, as Hunter had mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Jared Roark, did follow his coach down to Williamsburg. He averaged 13.5 points a game last year, so should be some really, really great basketball this weekend. I think a lot of people are looking forward to seeing the Perry kid on Saturday night.
Yeah, Perry is, he's phenomenal. But, one thing too, Brian, that we need to kind of look at is I don't feel like some people may not know Mason County, and they may not know the senior forward, Terrell Henry. Very, very good ball handler. He's a 2-sport athlete, plays football as well. I'm pretty sure, I know his career high is 44. I kind of noticed that, seen that last year. So it's going to be a very good matchup between 2 very good basketball teams, both probably favored in their region this year to win. So it's going to be a very good game to watch and going to be a great weekend for basketball.
So we got 2 games on Friday night. Jackson County boys and Jackson County girls playing in those 2 games. Boys playing Owsley, the girls playing Morgan, then the 4 games on Saturday. That will start at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. We'll start at 6 o'clock this coming Friday night. If you can't come out to the high school, make sure you tune us in on our PRTC TV Facebook page and our PRTC TV YouTube channel. That's going to do it for us. For TJ Isaacs, Justin Lakes, both on camera, Mark Solfridge, Hunter Carroll, my name's Brian Murray. Thank you so much for joining us for another presentation of high school basketball action on PRTC TV.
Don't miss the 2022 PRTC Classic at Jackson County High School.
Featuring these great high school basketball matchups.
Jackson County versus Owsley County. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Morgan County Lady Cougars. Oneida Baptist taking on Buckhorn. Jackson County Lady Generals versus the Owen County Lady Rebels. Mason County versus Lyon County. Jackson County versus Williamsburg. All games streamed live on PRTC TV's Facebook page and YouTube channel. The 2022 PRTC Classic, December 2nd and 3rd at the Jackson County High School. High school basketball action